Thank you, Drago, for having me back a year later. If we're to be true patriots, we have to fearlessly examine the shortcomings of our democracy and work to remedy them with the needed solutions. We have to admit that our Constitution is not the gold standard of human rights. There is a better, more complete standard that consists in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that was adopted by the General Assembly of the United Nations in 1948, after being drawn up by a committee presided over by Eleanor Roosevelt. That document includes an array of social rights that we have failed to recognize and enforce as a nation. These include the right to a job that pays enough to support our families so that we can all live in dignity and participate equally in our democracy. It also includes a right to participate in trade unions and even the playing field between employer and employee. It includes a right to fair housing, a right to adequate clothing and food, a right to health care, a right to access to education at all levels, a right to culture, and a right to legal representation in not just criminal but civil cases. Our nation was one of the other nations at that meeting of the General Assembly which ratified the Universal Declaration of Human Rights almost 70 years ago. But we all know that we have been in flagrant violation of that document until now, because you have an opportunity in this primary election to put America on notice that there are citizens in the 10th District who are willing to put in Congress and bring to Washington someone who will fight for the bold social rights agenda anchored in guaranteed jobs at fair wages that we have neglected. This election is a referendum on that remedy to our failures to embrace the full spectrum of rights. When I first came out as the first congressional candidate in favor of a federal job guarantee, I was a voice in the wilderness. But as you all know, recently, the ground is changing under our feet. Bernie Sanders, Kirsten Gillibrand, Cory Booker, and others have now signed on to a federal job guarantee. And as I go around meeting with trade union groups, meeting with veterans groups, canvassing in communities that are filled with people who identify themselves as Republicans, they respond very favorably to the social rights agenda and the idea of guaranteed jobs at fair wages and employee empowerment. This election is a game changer, and with your help, we can do something here that will transform the political landscape in our entire nation. The time is now. People have fought and given up their lives to secure all of you the right to vote. You need to use it on Election Day, May 22nd. We can make history together. Thank you.